is Box Office Buddies, and we are 1 week away from the Oscars, so this is the special Oscars edition. I'll be talking about what movies are going to win, making those predictions for you gambling people out there, and I'll talk also about what I think should win, because more often than not, there is a pretty big difference between those two. But we'll explore that together. And today I feel like standing. Try something new. So, yeah, let's start off. We're gonna get right into the big one, Best Picture. So our nominees, I'll start just from the top. Call Me by Your Name. No. So boring. So pointless. I really did not like this one. Next we've got Darkest Hour. This is the Winston Churchill docudrama. You've got some really strong elements, acting, makeup, and it's just really interesting in terms of what you'll learn as far as British history and the history of Winston Churchill. But ultimately, I don't think it has much of a shot at Best Picture. It doesn't quite have enough substance to it. Once it was over, I remember thinking, well, I appreciated this, but there wasn't much of a point to it, really. Would have liked a little more. Next, we've got Dunkirk. Now, I reviewed Dunkirk, said I didn't like it as much as I would have, but I'm still happy that it's nominated for Best Picture. This is a well-made war film. And yeah, it deserves credit. I don't think it's gonna win. It doesn't have much of a shot. However, we'll see what happens. Next, we've got Get Out. This was the surprise nomination this year for me, and that's a good and bad thing. Get Out was a good movie. I'm happy that the Academy kind of nominated something that usually wouldn't get recognition. For whatever reason that is, this was appreciated by the Academy voters. Do I think it deserves its big nominations like Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Director? No. But still interesting that it's there. Doesn't really have a shot of winning though. Next is Lady Bird. This is basically a less interesting, less innovative version of Boyhood. I didn't like Boyhood that much, but they had that cool concept of filming the cast over 12 years and showing a story with all the same actors over a 12-year period, which was cool. This was pretty much the same kind of feel to it. Only nothing interesting, nothing new, nothing different. I don't know why this is getting so much attention. Lady Bird. Next, Phantom Thread. That one might be even worse. This one's so boring. I don't understand how this one got the kind of attention it did for the Oscars, but it has no shot of winning. Phantom Thread is a true yawner. Let's put it that way. Next, The Post. Names like Steven Spielberg, Meryl Streep, Tom Hanks. You know this has gotta have some sort of interest, right? And Oscar buzz. And yeah, it was a good movie. I didn't love it, but great performances, obviously, and interesting story. Worth checking out for sure. Again, though, chances of winning, not so much. Shape of Water. Now, this is the movie that has the strongest chance of upsetting the favorite, and it would be my pick for the what should win. This was my favorite of the nominated films. Really creative, innovative. It's like a fantasy historical piece. Guillermo del Toro, the director, did something similar with Pan's Labyrinth, and he's at it again, this time in 1960s US with the whole Cold War with the USSR. Really interesting movie, definitely worth seeing, and has a chance of upsetting the Best Picture favorite, which is our last nominee for Best Picture, Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I liked this one. It was good, but I do think Shape of Water was better. That being said, Three Billboards is the heavy favorite. Pick that one to win. Chances are that's it. Alright, now let's get to a few of these other ones, smaller categories, really quickly. Just get through them fast. I'll just say which ones I think are going to win. Best Production Design, Blade Runner 2049. I think that's what will win. I also think that's what deserves it. Really beautiful movie, great visuals, impressive to look at. There you have it. Best Animated Feature. You know my pick if you've been watching my channel. There's no way this isn't winning. Coco, that's the winner. Best Animated Feature. Then we've got our music categories. So, Best Original Score. I'm going to give it to Alexandre Desplat, Shape of Water. Really memorable soundtrack, brought a lot to the film, and yeah, I think this is what should win. I think it's what will win. As far as original song, this one's a little harder. I don't really know what to give you as a pick for the winner. You could look at past award shows maybe and see what's won. So I'll just go subjectively and say that my favorite of the nominated songs is This Is Me from The Greatest Showman. So that has a good shot at winning. We'll see what happens. Now for Best Foreign Language Film, I'm going to go with Chile, Una Mujer Fantástica, A Fantastic Woman. As far as the documentary shorts, animated shorts, all that kind of stuff, I really don't pay attention to it, so we're going to skip over. Okay. Best Visual Effects. This one's a slam dunk in my opinion. What should win, what will win? Blade Runner 2049. If there were an upset subjectively for me, I would have to say Planet of the Apes. I thought that was a really well-made movie, maybe a little underrated in terms of the effects and what it pulled off. But Blade Runner really was exceptional too, and because it was a lot better received by critics, it's the hands-down winner. Pick Blade Runner for Best Visual Effects. Now for Best Film Editing, Sound Mixing. All three of those categories, you got the same winner, Baby Driver. It might not be my subjective pick for the wins, but I think as far as what will win, Baby Driver's got it for all three of those. Makeup. I don't even need to tell you what to pick. It's Darkest Hour. Hands down. Easy. We're done. Costume. Pretty much just as easy for this one too. Phantom Thread. Like I said, not a fan of the movie, but it's going to win costume, that's for sure. Alright, cinematography. Well, I've been predicting Oscars for many years, maybe not on camera, but I've been doing it with friends for a long time. I am the master of picking the cinematography category, and I'm often able to even pick the winner before the nominees are ever announced. I would have predicted this as a nominee. I don't know if I necessarily would have pegged it as the winner, but Blade Runner 2049 is the clear-cut winner in this. One that might give it a run for its money, Shape of Water, but you're pretty safe going with Blade Runner on this one too. Adapted screenplay. Call Me By Your Name. Ugh. Logan. Ugh! Are you kidding? A Marvel movie? Whatever. Molly's Game. I love that script. I would love to see that win, but don't think it's going to happen. Mudbound. And The Disaster Artist. I would love to see The Disaster Artist win. That would be my what should win for this. Definitely between that and Molly's Game. Unfortunately, if you're betting, don't pick either of those. Go with Call Me By Your Name. Why? I don't know. But these Oscar people, they love that kind of crap, so go for it. As far as original screenplay, Get Out. Interesting. Lady Bird. The Big Sick. That was sick. Really happy that got nominated. I don't think it's going to win, but just the fact that it was nominated, really, really cool. Really happy to see The Big Sick get nominated. You've also got Shape of Water and 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I would like to see The Big Sick just because why don't comedies get more recognition, you know? But yeah, I did mention 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Also Shape of Water that's nominated, but the winner will be 3 Billboards. Okay, now on to the big stuff. Best Supporting Actress. Honestly, I was a bit disappointed with this category. There wasn't much that blew me away. The favorite, Allison Janney, go for that. Supporting Actor, Christopher Plummer. Sympathy vote. Then you've got Richard Jenkins from Shape of Water. Sam Rockwell, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Woody Harrelson, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. And Willem Dafoe for The Florida Project. Now for this, I'd love to see Woody win. I actually really liked his performance in 3 Billboards. It was, he was Woody. Nothing too much of a stretch for him, but it was a really sincere performance and my favorite out of the supporting actor nominees. If you want to pick what's actually going to win, go with the other 3 Billboards nominees, Sam Rockwell. Now for lead actress, really strong category this year. Very impressive. You got Frances McDormand from 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Sally Hawkins, Shape of Water. Saoirse Ronan from Lady Bird. Yeah, I didn't like it, but yeah, she was good. Margot Robbie from I, Tonya. And do I need to mention the 5th? The perennial Oscar nominee, Meryl Streep from The Post. I think Frances McDormand has this one in the bag. She's pretty much guaranteed the win on this one. I won't argue it. Really strong performance. But if I were to pick my favorite, I'd actually have to go with Margot. I really liked her performance in I, Tonya. I thought it was a much more difficult performance, to be honest. There was a lot of physicality involved. She had to basically embody another person. It was really impressive. Kudos on you, Margot. But I think the winner will be Frances McDormand. Best Actor. I'm not even going to give you a list of names. Here's what should happen at the Oscars. The presenters will come out, or presenter will come out. She'll read the list of nominees. And as soon as Gary Oldman's name is announced as a nominee, he should just get up, walk up to the stage, and get his award. This one is one of the most obvious picks of any Oscars. No way he doesn't win this. And yeah, he deserves it. So one category left. Director. Alright, so there are 2 who just have no business whatsoever being there. Look. Lady Bird and Phantom Thread forget even Oscars. They're barely good movies. I mean, I wouldn't say they are, but I can understand why someone might like them. But to nominate these movies for Best Director is a joke to me. Then you've got Jordan Peele in Get Out. Great creative work he did. Good movie. Kudos to him. And congrats on the Oscar nomination. Really cool. That being said, I don't really think he deserves a nomination. I think there were better directors this year than him. The other two, though. Christopher Nolan, great job in Dunkirk. One of the best directors right now. One of my favorites personally. So, yeah. Anything he does well. But, winner, Guillermo del Toro. I not only hope he wins, I think he will. So this is my pick for what should and what will win. Guillermo del Toro did a great job with Shape of Water. I really appreciate a creative, outside-the-box movie. This was different, fun, original. Really great performances too. He brought the best out of everyone, cast and crew. Yeah. So there you have it. Yes, Shape of Water for Best Director. Unfortunately, it probably won't come up as the dark horse for Best Picture. That probably will go to 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing. But if you do want that dark horse, Shape of Water is a good pick. Hope you enjoyed this, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, share the video, like the video, and I'll see you very soon for our regular type of reviews.